quiet speed. Baby, I check in before I lose my beat. Check in, how you holding up, holding up. Check in, can you feel that cup, feel that cup? Check in, say it straight, say it true. Midweek, check in, I'm checking on you. I put my phone face down, sat with the moon through the blinds. Took a long, slow breath, let the tension unwind. If the smile looked heavy, if the laugh came late, that's my sign to slow and not wait on a break. If I'm honest, I'm tired, I've been wearing that well. Need a minute with me, need to hear myself. So I slow it down, let the quiet speak. Baby, I check in before I lose my beat. Check in, how you holding up, holding up. Check in, can you feel that cup, feel that cup? Check in, say it straight, say it true. Check in, I'm checking on you. No more pushing past what my body knows. If I need to cry, let it come, let it go. I can ask for love, I can ask for a lot. I can choose myself on a Wednesday long too. How you holding up, holding up? Check in, can you feel that cup, feel that cup? Check in, say it straight, say it true. Midweek, check in, I'm checking on you. Midweek, checking in. I'm checking on me too.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me for a midweek check-in. This is your host, Fiona Shawn Huff, better known as the Self-Esteem Queen. This is the week, Wednesday, formerly known as Hump Day, where I check in with you to see how you're doing, how you feeling, what's going on with your mental, and to give you a great word to help you to complete the rest of the week with joy, with purpose, with peace. So today, I wanted to talk about how our turnaround may just be our turnaround. Now, I know you may be thinking, Self-Esteem Queen, what are you talking about? So here's the thing. Life be lifing, right? And we may have plans, goals, things we want to accomplish, right? But there's a such thing as life, and life doesn't always go according to plan. And there are times where what we wanted to accomplish did not happen, and so we fall into a state of disappointment, which can lead to depression, which can lead to feelings of failure, and can lead to us going into that sunken place. You remember the movie Get Out? You know, the main character, he went to that sunken place, and it was almost impossible for him to get out. So we don't want to get to that place. So what we have to do is to change our perspective around our challenges, look at them as potential turnarounds. And I think about myself personally, and how some of the things that I wanted to do at that time did not manifest. And yes, I got disappointed, and yes, I was feeling away, and yes, I was wondering, is there going to be a better situation? But my perspective, it had to change, and so when it did change, I realized that though the thing didn't happen at the time that I wanted, The turnaround happened when I embraced the not right now and just continued to do the work. So anytime that there's something that we want to accomplish, it's not going to always go again according to plan. But if you do the work, if you stay consistent, if you keep moving, if you keep looking at your vision board, if you keep writing down uh, the goals and speaking them out loud and sharing them with trusted individuals who will keep you focused and encouraged, you'll realize that the thing that was a challenge was truly a moment of your turnaround. You know, I don't know if you all have noticed, but I have these gorgeous things called Timey Extra ties. And so they are upcycled men's ties. So I put a feminine flair on men's ties and bling them out and, give it that little extraness because extra is who I am. And so what started out as me looking at a tutorial and wearing it, the tie after making it, it turned into something beautiful. So when I first started, I made one tie, and I went to an event. So I vended in the neon district of Norfolk, and it was summer. Okay, so it happened, about 2 months ago, I believe. So it's the neon district, and that's a pretty popular artsy type area, and I expected the event to or the vending opportunity to yield some clientele and customers and to make some sales because from the time that I made the first tie, I had made maybe about 80 by the time of this vending opportunity. And I'm so excited and I'm looking good. I have on a denim tie that I made from scratch from jeans and had my table set up. I even had my music playing. I have a theme song called Timey Extra. And I just knew that I was going to make all of the sales and it was going to be amazing. It was going to be great foot traffic until it wasn't. I made two sales, some happy hoop earrings. Um, a mother, a young mother, she purchased them and she shared with me how she had to distance herself from her family, and the only family that she had here in the Hampton Roads area was her husband and her children. And she was feeling a little way, and so she and I was having a conversation, and I was encouraging her, and so it was more than a sale for me with that. It was speaking life into another mom, a younger mom, because my children are young adults, so hers are very small, and she has a little ways to go. And then uh, a social worker purchased a tie from me, and we also had a conversation. So, initially, I was a little disappointed that I had put all this money into materials and make sure that I had enough ties and so forth. And the two sales didn't even come close to the money that I put out in preparation for the event. Um, and I talked to one of my good girlfriends about it, and she had to remind me that sometimes you have to do a vending events, several times before you yield the sales that you desire. And so I had to sit on that. So fast forward to now. I have been able to, make sales. I've been able to promote my ties. I've gotten better at how I upcycle them and doing, different variations and even getting into more denim ties. I actually got up this morning about 2 o'clock. So yeah, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning, and I was just in a crafting zone. And so I share this with you because the turnaround was the changing of my perspective and understanding that I had something good in these ties. And sometimes it takes a minute for what you're doing to catch on, or for you to get into the right spaces for the people to get the products that you have that are for them, because everything that we do is not for everybody, but it's, finding the right customers or finding the right spaces to be in, and that takes time. But if you give up, if you feel like, oh, something, negative happened, and just forget it, and you feel disappointed and you feel defeated, you're not going to be able to move forward. But the turnaround for me was remembering what my good girlfriend said to me, and not giving up. So I kept designing, I kept, putting pictures out, I kept doing the research. And so now I can say, yeah, it's gotten better, it's getting better. And I continue to be excited. I continue to create. One of my line sisters, Crystal, she purchased one of my ties the other day, and I can't wait until I can get them in her hands. But it's because I put it out there, and I did not give up. I did not feel defeated because of my previous situation. One of my elder divas, Miss Beverly, and Miss Beverly, if you are listening, if you're tuning in, hey girl, hey. Um, I've known Miss Beverly since I returned from New York back to the Hampton Roads area. And I used to work at a thrift store, CH Kitty thrift store, one of the ones that's located in Chesapeake. And I would see her as she was shopping. And 15 years later, she's still a diva. And we have meetups, ironically, at CH Kitty thrift store and other thrift stores. And she actually purchased a tie for her and her daughter. She moved from the Hampton Roads area, so I miss her so much. I miss seeing her face, in the physical. But she moved away with her daughter. But they purchased ties for me, and then just today, my daughter was doing some notary work for one of my good girlfriends who is a Easter Star. And shout out to my daughter, my firstborn, Clara Huff. She is a notary. So if you're here in the Hampton Roads area, I encourage you to reach out to her. She's on Facebook under Huff Notary. She is professional. She is on time. She is articulate, and she will get the job done. So shout out to her. But so after my daughter finished, take care of her business, I called my girlfriend, and so because she was leaving, she had something to do, so I called her before she left, out of the parking lot, and she said that she wanted me to create some um, ties for her chapter, and I just thought that was so amazing. But had I not been putting my stuff out there, had I not continued to share, it would have been an opportunity for her to even ask me. So the turnaround has been really, really sweet, and I'm grateful. And I just want to encourage you all um, to understand that your turnaround just may be your turnaround. You have to, again, you have to change your perspective. You have to look at the possibilities. You have to look at your vision board, daily. And if you don't have a vision board, I encourage you to create one. I'm a believer, and so the word says, in Habakkuk 2:2 to 3. So let me say it again. Um, Habakkuk 2:2 to 3 says, write the vision and make it plain. So basically, you write it down. You are specific. You keep at it. And don't worry if it doesn't happen today or tomorrow, because it has an appointed time. So your appointed time, you know, uh, can be a turnaround time. You've gone through things, but the turnaround is going to be so sweet because you've written it down. You keep looking at it. You keep working at it. Never stop. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if you have to be while you're in tears, while you're crying. Keep going. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep staying consistent. Keep working on it. Do not give up on yourself, because your turnaround will be a testimony for somebody else. So that's the other thing. What we go through is not always or not necessarily just for ourselves. It can be for someone else. So when you push through and you um, go through and overcome the challenges, your turnaround could be something that you can share with somebody else so that they have that moment where they recognize, you know what? It is well, it is okay. I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm going to keep going. Thank you. So I just want to share that with you all today, as we wrap up the midweek check-in. I hope that you are having an amazing uh, day, um, and that you will have an amazing remainder of your week. I want you to find those things that speak to your self-esteem and your mental wellness. For me, that is jumping rope. I love jumping rope. I'm actually jump rope last night. I went to see about printing out some labels. So FYI, I will have tumblers for I Jump Rope for Them, which is the mental wellness leg of the Self Esteem Queen LLC. So I'm gonna be having water bottles, and so after I went to Office Max, I was just inspired to jump rope because I hadn't jump rope in about 2 weeks because I've just been busy working on other things, and in the creative lab, making ties, so that's taking up a lot of my time. But I jump rope last night, and it just felt so good. I got a new jump rope from Walmart. She's green. She's really cute. She is a speed jump rope, and it's a weighted jump rope. So I feel really, really good. And then, of course, uh, fashion resonates with my self esteem. So when I look good, I feel good, I walk with purpose. And I just love colors. I love bright colors. And I just love showing up for myself. So those are the things that speak to my self esteem and to my mental wellness. So I just encourage you to find those things that speak to you, cleave to them. And when you're feeling away, when you don't feel enough, whatever, however you're feeling, that is not of a positive nature, find those things in your mental wellness and self-esteem toolbox that you can go to, so that you can remember who you are, and that you can just continue to be the great and amazing person that you are, and that people know you to be. In terms of what's going on with the Self Esteem Queen, well, on Sunday, August the 16th, I will be at Mount Trashmore. I will be hitting the stage at 2:30 p.m. doing double dutch uh, demonstrations for um, a vegan soul fest, and the documentary by of Chef Velvet will be debuting, so I'm really excited about that. So I will be hitting the stage, doing some double dutch demonstrations. So I hope that you are able to come out. I go on at 2:30. I hit the stage at 2:30, and we're going to have fun. And that's the other thing, double dutch was a part of my childhood, and I loved it. I've been practicing, so if y'all come out, don't judge me now. We're having fun. But yeah, definitely come out. Also, I will have a vendor table where I will have we'll have the Tommy Extra Ties, as well as Happy Hoop earrings. I'm going to have the Royal Pins. I'm just going to have all of the things. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'll be out there 12 until 5. So make sure that you all come out again. I hit the stage at 2:30. And in between that, I will, have a booth. So make sure that you check me out. And then what else is going on? And then next Friday, the 21st, I will be in a fashion show where I'll be showcasing some of my ties, and I also have a vendor table. So I'll put the information on my social media platforms for the Self-Esteem Queen. So make sure that you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. So I'll have all of the information. So um, that will be August the 21st. In the evening, it's going to be in Norfolk. So I will put that information out there. So hopefully you can come and support me, show up, show out. I plan to bring the extraness, So yeah, so that's what's going on for right now. But thank you again for rocking with me for a midweek check-in. Remember to be good to yourself. We still are in the thick of the summer. I mean, we are wrapping up, and school will be beginning for our students. But August is the hottest month of summer, so continue to stay hydrated. Continue to get some rest. Rest is important. I do believe in naps. I cleave to them, even though I'm, busy, making these ties. But I do put on my schedule, literally, I put on my Google Calendar to take a nap, even if it's just for 2 hours. So make sure that you are getting your rest because we cannot exist on an empty cup. And be good to yourself. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. This is a conversation I was also having with my girlfriend early today. Choosing you. That is not selfish. That is self-care. You have to have boundaries, and boundaries are good for your mental and your self-esteem. So have a great day. Again, make sure that you follow me on all those social media platforms. Again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. And make sure that you share this live, repost it, because it's good information, not just for right now, in the now, but for later on. Replay it for yourself. I know when I do my lives, I listen back to them just for me, because I may receive it, a bit differently the next time. So you take great care of yourself, and I will see you all hopefully this coming Sunday at Mount Trashmore, or on the 21st. And of course, definitely next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care of yourself.
I miss my own calls. Let the small things pile up. Kept a brave face on, but my chest felt too snug. I've been moving through rooms like I left me outside. So I'm asking the truth. Am I really alright? If I'm honest, I'm tired. I've been wearing that well. Need a minute with me. Need to hear myself. So I slow it down. Let the quiet speak. Baby, I check in before I lose my beat. Check in, how you holding up, holding up. Check in, can you feel that cup, feel that cup? Check in, say it straight, say it true. put my phone face down, sat with the moon through the blinds, took a long, slow breath, let the tension unwind. If the smile looked heavy, if the laugh came late, that's my sign to slow and not wait on a break. If I'm honest, I'm tired, I've been wearing that well. Need a minute with me, need to hear myself. So I slow it down, let the quiet speak. Baby, I check in before I lose my beat.